Good morning and welcome to the Daily Sales Training Call. My name is Wayne Wallace, and my goal is to help you become a better salesperson and close more deals. The fact that you are here with me tells me that you are serious about your success and you want to master your sales skills. First, let me tell you the good news. You can become a great salesperson. You just have to show up every day to this call, learn some new skills, practice those skills, and just imagine if you do this for the next year, you will become a sales master, a sales ninja. And let me tell you, just because I host the call doesn't mean I'm the expert or guru. I'm just like you. I'm learning on a daily basis. I have many sales mentors and coaches that I learn from and work with on a daily basis. And every day, I will try and bring you some knowledge that I've learned in that process. They say the best way to learn something is to teach it, and that's what I'm doing here. That's what I've found throughout my whole life. If I can explain it and teach it, then I'm going to understand it better. I've set up a Facebook and Twitter page for us, so if you want to connect on social media, just search for Sales Skills Mastery. I've got a Facebook page and a Facebook group, and then I've also got a Twitter account. So go ahead and follow me on social media, and we can stay connected there. So let me tell you about the structure of the call. If you're new to the call, the first part of the call is a training section, and I will pick a topic of the day, and I'll talk about that topic, try and teach you what I know about it, and then I will open it up for discussion, questions, and if you want to do some practicing, we can practice our sales scripts and our approaches and our closes and all that good stuff that we need to use on a daily basis to make more sales. So this is a open and friendly environment, a safe environment for you to practice among professionals. So what's the topic for today? Today we're going to talk about the sales process. So what is your sales process? Do you even have one? If you work for a big company, they may have a defined sales process already. It may be good or it may be bad. If you work for yourself, you may or may not have a sales process. When you meet with a client or prospect, or when you call a client or prospect, what do you say? Even if you're going out networking, that's the first step of lead generation and finding a prospect. What do you say? Do you know ahead of time what you're going to say, or do you just kind of figure it out in the moment and hope for the best? Well, let me tell you this. If you don't know exactly what you're going to say, when you're going to say it, and how you're going to say it, then you're not getting the sales that you're capable of. That's just fact. You have to know exactly what you're going to say, when you're going to say it, and how you're going to say it. And the prospect can just throw you off at any moment. They can ask you some question that just throws you for a loop. And if you don't have your script, written and memorized and know exactly what stage of your script that you're in, then they're going to throw you off. And you need to know your stuff so well that you can jump right back on track and follow that road and that path that you've already laid out in your head ahead of time. Because the ultimate goal is to close the sale. You should go into every call and every discussion with that in mind, that you're going to close the sale today. Now, you may not do it every time. It may not be a one-call close, as they say. But that's the intention that you need to have in your head. So do you know the steps that you need to take with a prospect to bring them from cold to a maybe to a sold? Like I said, it may happen in one call. It may happen over 2 or 3 calls. You know, they say the average close happens at about 5 to 12 touches or contacts. So you may be doing that 5 to 12 over the course of a month or 3 months or maybe a year or even more than a year. I've heard stories of, you know, people that worked with prospects for 5, 6 years. I've even heard of 20 years, and they still haven't closed the deal. So you just got to be patient and persistent, but you got to know the steps that you're going through. You need to have a defined process with every single prospect. It needs to be predictable. You need to develop this process and use it enough times to know that either it's working or it's not working, what parts are working, what parts aren't working. You need to go back and retool it, refine it, and make it to where it's predictable and it works every single time. And then if you're developing a sales team, then obviously you're going to teach your sales team this process. And maybe if you're with a bigger company, they've already done this. Or maybe they haven't done it too well, and you can help them refine it. So no matter where you're at, this is where you need to get to.
Hi, this is Wayne Wallace, and thank you for listening to this little segment from one of the daily sales training calls. I'd like to invite you to join us live on the daily sales training call. Just head on over to dailysalestrainingcall.com and you can get the live dial-in information. We look forward to having you with us.